Hi friends! This week we'll be working and create this book 1 again. So last time we did the monochrome with Pink Panther and the lists of things I like and dislike. And the prompt I chose for today is create an array of media. Draw an object over and over using a different medium each time. So my idea was to create 6 Animal Crossing character cards with different media. And I used this Harry Potter trading card as a template because it just had the perfect shape and size. Next, I sketched out 6 different characters. And then I started with my first medium, alcohol markers, that I'm gonna use for Ellie the crocodile. I have mixed feelings about alcohol markers. I mean, they are easy to use, easy to blend, and really, really vibrant when you use them. However, they fade tremendously over time, and they also bleed a lot and feather out or intermingle at the borders. Because of the fading, I never use alcohol markers alone. I always use them as a base and then go over it again with colored pencils, for example. I share the name with the next character, Julia the peacock. In case you're wondering, I covered up the alcohol marker card to prevent fading from the very bright light I'm working with. I'm using colored pencils for Julia. They're one of my favorite medium, but only if they are of good quality. And differences in quality are very noticeable when it comes to colored pencils. Only the good ones are really vibrant, opaque, and smooth. Colored pencils are easy to use and to control. They don't bleed, they don't smudge, they don't feather or anything, so I just really enjoy working with them. The next medium, crayons, is probably more on the unpopular side. I'm gonna do Zoe the Anteater with them. And yeah, I also don't like them too much, to be honest. This set is still from back when I was in elementary school, so yeah, I didn't use them very much. It's just because they're so messy. There are always little bits breaking off and spreading and smearing everywhere. It's just not so pleasant to use them. But the result still looks nice, I think. Okay, let's go on with a medium that I like to use. These are my acrylic paint pens, the liquid ink version. I love them because you don't have to pump, the ink just flows and they're so easy and convenient to use. I did Rowan the tiger with them. Rowan has a lot of white areas on his fur and also white polka dots on his shirt. Therefore, an opaque medium like acrylics is perfect for that, as I can easily layer lighter colors on top of darker ones. This layering is not possible for the next medium that we're gonna use for Kyle the wolf. These are watercolors and they are not opaque. That means you really need to plan ahead which areas are light and which are dark. Once you colored an area with darker color, it's too late. You cannot go lighter again. This is probably why watercolor is also not too popular. You have to plan a lot ahead, and it's not easy to fix any mistakes. Now I'm really excited to try a new medium for the first time. I'm gonna use gouache for Buzz the Eagle. Gouache uses the same binder as watercolor, which is gum arabic. That means even when it's dry, you can always reactivate it with water. This is not the case for acrylics, which uses polymers as a binder, and once it's dry, it's dry. Gouache is much higher pigmented than watercolor, and therefore it is opaque and you can layer it. I have to say, I really enjoyed working with gouache. Okay, next we have to cut out all the character cards. Here is the finished collection. Then I prepare the page in the book. As background, I chose some pastel colors matching the background colors of the cards. Now it's time to assemble the page. I'm gluing in all the character cards, which is pretty easy because I used sticker paper. And then I created labels for all the art media I used. For this page's fun facts, I want to uncover some hidden details in Animal Crossing New Horizons. The first one is so cool. Turning on the TV at 3:33 a.m. on a Saturday night triggers a creepy alien broadcast. And some counterfeit pieces of art sold by Red are haunted or cursed, exhibiting supernatural behavior at specific times of the day or night. I only ever played the Pocket Camp mobile game, so I couldn't test these facts. But if you have New Horizons and want to try that out, then please let me know if it worked. I'm touching up the prompt box with some Animal Crossing related doodles, and then I call the page done. Now I want to decorate the last page of the book, which doesn't have any prompt, but instead this barcode and text. It's not very nice, so I want to make it more appealing. Matching the space theme that I had for the cover and the title page, I want to add the planet Jupiter to the last page. This was not easy because I had a visitor again, and yeah, at some point he decided to just lay on top of my watercolor painting, and yeah, I had to stop here and give him the pets because when he's demanding, and you have no choice but to give him what he wants. Okay, I thought I could finally continue working here, but no. He's coming back. Anyways, I tried to make the best of it. Jupiter is a gas planet, so it doesn't have a solid surface, but instead you see all those swirls and stripes of gas. And I wanted to imitate this effect by using a lot of water and also letting the colors bleed into each other. These are metallic watercolors, by the way, so I hope they will give Jupiter a really nice and shiny effect. So here is the finished piece. For the background, I just did some more night sky with a lot of stars and then glued Jupiter in the center of it. While editing, I realized how much I smeared the pigments here. So I cleaned that up later and then added some fixative to hold the pigments in place a bit better. Jupiter is such a fascinating planet and we have a lot of space for facts, so if you want to learn something about our biggest planet in the solar system, here you go. Number 1. As a gas giant, Jupiter has no solid surface. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, similar to a star. Immense pressure converts gas into liquid hydrogen deep within. Number 2. Jupiter has the fastest rotation in the solar system, completing a full day in under 10 hours. A single orbit around the Sun, however, takes 11.8 Earth years. Number 3. Jupiter has 95 officially recognized moons as of March 2026. Its largest moon, Ganymede, is the largest moon in the solar system, even bigger than Mercury. And number 4, the Great Red Spot is a storm larger than Earth that has been raging for at least 200 to 300 years. Alright, then I used the facts to cover up the barcode and the text on this page. I'm not sure if you can see the metallic shimmer on camera. I'm trying to change the angle a bit so that you can see. Originally, I had planned to do 2 prompts in this episode, so the array of media and the create drawing variation. However, I know that this will be a lot. I have so many ideas for that. So this will be an entire episode just for this prompt. Basically, what I'm gonna do is a 1 character in 12 different cartoon styles challenge. And I'm so excited about that. I already started with the rough sketching. And yeah, that's why I'm gonna end the video here. I will continue on all the different styles. And I will be super happy if you joined me next week for this video. I think it will be so much fun. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.